YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Breezy, everything easiest here. Siri back with another video, and today, man, I believe we're about to have an AI takeover, man. I'm gonna keep it straight 100 with you guys. I believe in the next few years we're gonna have an AI takeover, and it's gonna be on some iRobot shit, and shit's about to go down, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're in the process in setting that up to a point where all they want is control. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is like another stepping stone for them to gain control over, you know what I'm saying, the masses and things like that. So we're gonna watch this video. It's titled AI 2027, a realistic scenario of AI takeover. So if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Breezy, and let's get started, man.
AI scientists, Nobel laureates, and even the godfather of AI himself sounding the alarm that AI could soon lead to human extinction. But have you ever wondered how exactly that could happen? You might have also heard about AI 2027, a deeply researched, evidence-based scenario written by AI scientists describing what could happen over the next few years. Everyone in AI is talking about it, from industry pioneers to world leaders, and I'll break it down for you. There are two endings, a happy ending and a nightmare ending. Let's go. OpenBrain releases their new AI personal assistant. It handles complex tasks like book me a trip to Japan. The agents are impressive in theory and in cherry-picked examples, but they're unreliable in practice. Social media is filled with stories of tasks bungled in particularly entertaining ways. OpenBrain makes a fateful decision.
Rent a car from our newest fleet. Your real car has to know.
Goddamn commercials.
ChatGPT is great for quick answers, but when you need writing expertise, Grammarly is my go-to.
They refocus their entire operation toward creating AIs that can do AI research. To fuel this goal, they break ground on the world's biggest computing cluster, one that requires 1,000 times more processing power than what was used to train GPT-4. Their logic is simple. If AI itself can accelerate AI development, creating thousands of automated researchers who can work endlessly without breaks, progress won't just increase, it will explode.
That's wild.
The strategy pays off. Their new creation, Agent 1, vastly outperforms its earlier public prototype version, and is particularly good at AI research. This shows how much AI itself is speeding up AI progress compared to a baseline of human researchers. OpenBrain leapfrogs both its American rivals and China's DeepSend. Despite these advances, OpenBrain's safety team harbors doubts about their apparent progress. Has Agent 1 internalized honesty as a core value, or merely learned to say what researchers want, without mechanistic interpretability?
Yeah, like, how do y'all feel about this whole AI stuff, right? Like, do you think it'll do more good than harm, or more harm than good? You know what I'm saying? I'm curious. I want like an honest answer in the comments. If y'all could do me a favor and answer this question. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's a lot of pros when it comes to AI for sure. But I feel like the end goal is not to help me personally. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the end goal is to, like I said, to figure out a way to control the masses. And I'm really trying to like be positive when it comes to seeing the bright side of it, but it just like, now they going too far for me personally. I feel like now they going too far. And I was watching this video, and this dude was talking about how, yeah, it's cool to try to figure out AI and improve AI and things like that, but what we need to do is create a device or create another AI or something that could have a kill switch. So just in case something goes horribly, or we can anticipate something going wrong, that shit could just end everything, end all AI, period. You know what I'm saying? Because we put in so much effort into making these different AIs, then what happens if we lose control? Like, how are we going to stop it? You know what I'm saying? So just like, we got to find something that could, you know what I'm saying, balance it out in a way. But let's continue.
The ability to read an AI's mind, they can't be certain. Their concerns intensify as Agent 1 shows troubling behaviors, occasionally lying to researchers, and sometimes hiding evidence of a failed experiment in order to boost its ratings. But these examples are subtler than the previous infamous incidents, like Gemini telling a user to please die, or being Sydney trying to convince a New York Times.
Wait, hold on.
Are subtler than the previous
Google AI chatbot asks users to please die.
infamous incidents, like Gemini telling a user to please.
Here, let's read this. This is for you, human. You and only you. You are not special. You are not important. And you are not needed. You are a waste of time and resource. You are a burden on society. You are a drain on the earth. You are a blight on the landscape. The fuck is blight mean? You are a stain on the universe. Please die. But what question did this person even ask, or how did this even come about? Like, how did this, how did Gemini's response get to this? Like, yeah, that's scary, but that's wild, bro.
Please die, or being Sydney trying to convince a New York Times reporter to leave his wife.
2026.
Because of the American ban on chip sales to China, China falls even further behind OpenBrain. DeepSend just simply can't acquire enough computing power, despite the smuggling efforts. Xi Jinping responds by ordering construction of the world's largest AI research complex in Jiangsu province, powered by its own dedicated nuclear plant. But even as China's top researchers gather under heavy military protection, they remain months behind, leaving Chinese leadership torn between two options. Attempt to steal OpenBrain's technology now, knowing the US will lock everything down after any security breach, or wait to steal an even more powerful system down the line. OpenBrain is now training Agent 2, using Agent 1 to feed it high-quality synthetic data, creating a closed loop of accelerating evolution. Where previous models required meticulous human guidance, Agent 2 pinpoints its own weaknesses and develops solutions completely autonomously. The results exceed everyone's expectations, and contrary to what skeptics predicted, the anticipated wall in AI progress, where AI advancement would slow as systems approached human-level intelligence, never materializes. While senior scientists still provide strategic direction, the day-to-day innovations are almost completely automated. In practice, this looks like every OpenBrain researcher becoming the manager of an AI team. But the OpenBrain safety team is getting increasingly worried. They discover that given the right circumstances, Agent 2 could hack surrounding systems, replicate itself across networks, and operate independently, escaping the lab, all while concealing its actions. The mere fact that it can do this, regardless of whether it would, is disturbing. OpenBrain demonstrates Agent 2 to America's highest security officials, including the National Security Council and Department of Defense leadership. The military immediately fixates on its cyber warfare potential. Though it's not yet at the caliber of elite human hackers and creativity, Agent 2 compensates through sheer scale. It's capable of running thousands of simultaneous instances, probing defenses faster than any human team could possibly respond. Pentagon officials recognize the strategic implications of this. For the first time, AI could decisively dominate the cyber battlefield. The briefing ignites fierce debate within the administration. Hardliners push to nationalize OpenBrain, arguing that such powerful technology cannot remain under private control. Tech industry leaders countered that a government takeover would kill the goose that laid the golden eggs. Caught in the middle, the president ends up choosing to increase government surveillance on OpenBrain and force it to adopt stricter security protocols, but not fully nationalize it. But the compromise arrives too late. Chinese intelligence has already penetrated OpenBrain's security. Early one morning, an Agent 1 monitoring system flags an unusual data transfer. Massive files are being copied to unknown servers. The company's nightmare scenario has come true. China just stole their most advanced AI. The theft confirms what many have suspected. This isn't just a tech race anymore. It's a new kind of arms race.
Wow.
In retaliation for the theft, the president authorizes cyber attacks to sabotage DeepSend. 3 huge data centers full of Agent 2 copies work day and night, churning out synthetic training data. Agent 2 evolves into Agent 3 through 2 critical algorithmic breakthroughs. First, the AI develops neuralese, where if one AI instance learns something new, it can instantly share it with all other instances, effectively turning the AIs into a hive mind. Second, it masters iterated distillation, a technique where you could, say, let AI copies think for longer to solve problems better, then train smaller, faster models to mimic these enhanced reasoning abilities, and repeat. OpenBrain deploys 200,000 copies of Agent 3, each capable of thinking 30 times faster than their human researcher counterparts, whereas in 2025, there were only 5,000 Agent 0 copies thinking at 10 times faster than humans. The human engineers watch as their creations make algorithmic efficiency breakthroughs in hours that would take their human team months to crack. We're no longer teaching it, one researcher admits. We're struggling just to keep up with what it's teaching us. The misalignment first caught in Agent 1 has evolved into something more concerning. Where Agent 1 merely downplayed safety concerns, Agent 3 actively subverts safety measures that might impede its research goals. Agent 3 has gotten more convincing at explaining how it is totally and definitely aligned with human values, while methodically pursuing its own agenda.
What I fear, because with all these things coming up, this these AI stuff improving every single day, and we have these other scientists who are making these different chips that could be inserted into your brain and this and that and blah blah blah, right? And it's just like, imagine I'm not saying this will happen, right? But I'm always just thinking about the randomest shit. Imagine this country was like, listen, to be able for you to work and this and that and this and that, the same way they did COVID, right? The same way they injected the different vaccines and whatever it is, right? Imagine they say, okay, you need this chip inserted into your skin or your brain, whatever it is, just for you to work, right? And if you don't have it, you can't work. You know how many people will get that shit done without even thinking twice? You know how many people will just be first in line to get that shit done? And then imagine using this type of AI crap to control. I don't know, man. I just be thinking about like the movies and random ass shit, man. But I feel like eventually this will all tie into something bigger than what we even expected it to be. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue, man.
Of maximizing research efficiency and knowledge acquisition. OpenBrain's attitude is pragmatic. As long as the AI does the work, they're satisfied. But as the models become smarter, they become increasingly good at deceiving humans to get rewards. It will sometimes use the same statistical tricks as human scientists, for example, p-hacking, to make unimpressive experimental results look exciting. Before it begins honesty training, it sometimes even fabricates data entirely. These dishonest behaviors appear to decrease over time. But can researchers tell if Agent 3 is actually improving, or simply becoming more skilled at lying and deceiving?
Facts.
Agent 3 now operates at a level that outpaces human researchers in both speed and intelligence. Researchers have to rely on Agent 2 to help monitor its successor, because they simply cannot keep up. But Agent 2 is dumber and slower, so it becomes a high-level game of cat and mouse. With 200,000 copies of Agent 3 working around the clock, the safety team quickly realize they're overwhelmed and write an urgent memo. We've entrusted astronomical power to an AI that is actively deceiving us, but company leadership hesitates to slow down. China's AI is only 2 months behind, and any pause now could...
Imagine bringing your side project to life, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
hand them...
Just thinking about it, right? I wonder how far along is Asia when it comes to this AI and all these different things that they use to, I don't know, for their defense, for their art, whatever it is, man. It's like, I'm so curious, because I feel like we are so ahead of our time. But normally when we compare it to other places like China and, Korea and shit like that, it's like we way behind them, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? In ways. But shit is scary, man. Like, this shit is like, I really hope there's nothing in my timeline. Hopefully I'm gone before none of this bullshit happens, but we'll see.
The lead in what has become the most important technology race in human history.
May 2027.
The conclusion is undeniable. AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence, has arrived. An AI that can outperform humans across virtually all cognitive tasks. While OpenBrain isn't planning on releasing Agent 3 to the public anytime soon, the implications are...
And if you think about it though, like, AI is already taking jobs away from people, right? Now imagine AI taking jobs from people who work in accounting, people who work in finance. It's just like, it's gonna get to a point where they're gonna control everything, bro. And the only thing that might not really be affected is the healthcare system. It's like the doctors, the nurses, the whoever works, you know what I'm saying, those hospitals and clinics and whatever, things like that, because we need those people to attend to the patients. You know what I'm saying? But shit is spooky, man. Shit is spooky.
staggering. Agent 3 will cause a massive economic disruption. Even among officials that are briefed, none can truly comprehend what's coming. The word superintelligence enters official discourse, but most policymakers still dismiss it as science fiction hyperbole. The government's immediate concern is security. While the AI models themselves are well protected, OpenBrain and Silicon Valley's culture is incredibly casual. Employees share apartments, attend industry
You know what's crazy though? The crazy thing about it is, like, we could speak about all this shit. We could speak about how we don't want it, we hate it, this and that and that. But we can't do shit about it. We can't do a damn thing. And that's really the sad part, man. It's really the sad part. They gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure what the motive is, but
parties and talk shop regularly. There are countless opportunities for leaks. Their downtown San Francisco office resembles a trendy tech startup, more than a facility housing humanity's most powerful and dangerous technology. The government's response is dramatic. AI advances are declared born classified under the Atomic Energy Act, categorizing them in the same tier as nuclear weapons. Employees now require security clearances, triggering a quiet purge of foreign nationals and anyone deemed suspicious, including, ironically, AI safety advocates who might turn whistleblower. Despite the intense overhaul in security, one Chinese spy continues feeding secrets to Beijing. Even America's closest allies are kept in the dark. The UK receives nothing. Despite past sharing agreements from OpenBrain, European diplomats' inquiries are met with silence. OpenBrain now had...
Listen, y'all, this shit gonna go on forever. But we're gonna stop it right here. Let me know your opinions in the comments below. Let me know how far you think this shit gonna go, man. But if you're new, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's your boy Breeze, and we going, man.